What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I got a video going to be talking about some shipping issues that you need to watch out for because they can cost you a lot of money. Got some examples of some things I've been hit with, some extra charges. It seems there's a crackdown happening or some new system because I've been hearing in the reseller community that a lot of people are getting hit with these. I got another video where I talk about shipping in a lot more detail. Check that out if you're looking for a lot more detailed information. Also behind me, I'm still working on my room, got the first coat of paint on. That's why there's a mess back there. Going to redo the floor also. But when it comes to shipping, it can cost you a lot of money if you're not putting in the correct dimensions, the correct weight. Even 1 ounce difference can cost $30, $40. 1 inch difference can cost $30, $40 extra depending on where it's shipped, how it's shipped. There's always people that say you should ship everything media mail because you can save a lot of money and they've never been caught. Don't do stuff like that because eventually you will get caught. And it seems like even just very minor shipping differences are being caught right now. Now, I've been selling for a long time. I have over 10,000 items sold on eBay in my lifetime. I don't recall ever getting overcharges about shipping. I'm sure it's happened at some point just because I've sold so many, I probably just forgot about it, but I've gotten 3 in the past month. So I think something's going on there. Let's take a look on what I got from eBay saying that I was being charged extra shipping. Now this is from FedEx, and I shipped a baseball bat. I've talked about how dangerous it is to ship baseball bats on places like USPS and FedEx. I always ship them UPS because it costs not much at all, just like it should. That's because of a surcharge for longer items. So I got this, and I saw on FedEx that my cost adjustment charge was $33.70 for a total of $45.53. That is crazy to ship a baseball bat, and I was not happy when I saw this. And keep in mind, this is with a rate discount that I get from choosing a label on eBay. So my rate discount was $8.45. So the actual shipping charge was over $50 to ship a baseball bat. And this is a youth baseball bat as well. So if you look at the details here, it shows my dimensions I put in were 3 by 34 by 3, which I'm pretty sure are quite accurate. Now, if you look at what the carrier reported the dimensions being, 6 by 36 by 5. I don't know where they get the 6 and the 5 from, because the bat was pretty much the same width, right? Because it's a baseball bat. And I wrap it in bubble wrap, and what I do is with the extra bubble wrap, I put it around the handle to make it uniform. Then I put it in a black garbage bag. I put tape around it. They just don't really go over like 3 by 3. I don't know how they're measuring it, maybe by circumference or something. But they're also saying it's 2 inches longer, which I find odd. I'm thinking the bat was like 33 inches, something like that. So the extra bubble wrap and length should not be 36. It's like they just pushed it to that 36 to get the surcharge. And this is going to be a bit of a rant video as well, so hang in there. And I'm not saying it's not possible that I made a mistake, but you're going to see some examples later where I don't think I made that big of a mistake. But you can see how quickly you can lose money on shipping something like this. Actually, I didn't lose money because I sold the bat for $90. Oddly enough, I still made money on the deal, but that's not the point there. If you're selling a $20 baseball bat and you're hit with this surcharge, you're losing money regardless. And it can be hard to predict exactly what the dimensions are going to be when you actually try to put in this information. I always do calculated shipping on this stuff, and you kind of have to guesstimate because it's not actually packaged up yet. So you add weight for the, box, the bubble wrap, the packing materials and all that, and just kind of estimate it. So it's very easy to just get screwed over. And some of you may be saying, I thought you shipped baseball bats UPS, not FedEx. And I do. What happened was I noticed that I was getting a big discount on FedEx, shipping it for $11.73. UPS was actually like $8, $9, something like that to ship it. However, UPS for me is further away. I would have to drive extra to drop off this bat. So I'll just ship it FedEx, right? They're giving me a big discount. It's right on my way. Don't have anything else to ship UPS today. And that's why I done it. But never again. I'm actually going to try to not ship on FedEx as much as possible, or really UPS either. I mean, every shipping service is going to have their problems. Unfortunately, it's just something you can't get around. So let's look at another example. We got this item I shipped here. This was a baby doll, just one that's like this big. I got my weight in at 5 pounds. Carrier saying that it was 11 pounds. First of all, I don't think I would make a mistake where I ship something 5 pounds when it was actually 11 pounds. I mean, it's possible I make mistakes for sure. I'm sure it happens a lot actually, but this doll was not 11 pounds. You also got them showing it's 1 inch taller, which 14 by 18 by 6, I think is about the limit once it goes. Well, I don't know with UPS actually. I don't think UPS that inch matters at all in price. USPS, it would be about $5 to $10 more just for that inch. And I think what's really annoying about this is, sure, I can make mistakes, but can't the carriers make mistakes as well? It's just their word against, mine at this point, and I really don't get any sort of say. They don't have any easy way to contact anyone. I don't know how it exactly works. Like, I drop these off at a UPS store. Does the person I drop them off to, they scan them in, they give me a receipt, I leave, then they just measure them and weigh them? Is like, where is this happening? Is it the driver that's checking these? Is it going through some sort of conveyor belt and getting scanned by a computer, and the computer is like, oh, this is 1 inch larger than what the label says? I really don't know. I just know that I'm hearing more and more people getting hit with these surcharges. And I've gotten 3 in the past month when I can't remember ever getting any in the last 10,000 sales. So I think something is going on. They're probably cracking down a bit. There's a lot of people who are not putting in the right dimensions, and it's costing them a lot of money, which makes sense. Like, people should put in the correct dimensions, just pay what they're expected to pay, even if it seems unfair. But at the same time, it's crazy to be charged, like the baseball bat, that much extra when there's really no proof of who made the mistake or what's going on. So here is another sale. This is a slot car racing track, very long box. It was 27 by 18 by 3. They added that other inch. This is also UPS ground. Again, that extra inch shouldn't matter at UPS. Wouldn't even matter at most places, honestly. The length would matter. Like, USPS would be like probably $50 to ship something like this. But you're seeing a 3-pound difference again. There's just no way. When I put in a price on eBay, I'm putting in, for the calculated shipping, the estimate. And then when I actually package it and box it up, I weigh it just to put in the actual weight and dimensions. I'm very prideful on how thorough and how accurate I try to be on shipping, and it's a little insulting, seeing this stuff when I just want to see the box again and be like, let me check that. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but let me check that. You see, this one was only $1.86 adjustment. This is the first one I got, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever, that doesn't make sense, but I just moved on. When I saw the baseball bat one, that's when I'm like, that makes me mad, especially since I'm always warning people about getting these charges on baseball bats, and I'm hit with one. Someone who's as careful as I am, it's just easy to happen. I've learned my lesson though. I'm not shipping on FedEx anymore. Anything long like that. FedEx is almost useless at this point, in my opinion. The only time it's actually cheaper is if you have like a medium box, like 5 to 7 pounds, that's going across country, and then it can be cheaper than UPS or USPS. But with Ground Advantage and UPS, it's just almost always better to ship with those. I also love how eBay will, you see the advertisements of like, look in your closet, look in your attic, find something to sell. People don't understand how risky it is to sell on eBay and how much money you can actually lose if you're not being careful with this stuff. Imagine a scenario where somebody who's not familiar with selling on eBay or shipping, they look in their closet, they see a baseball bat, they say, hey, I need to get rid of this. I'll just sell on eBay. I saw that ad. They put a bat on there for $20, right? Plus shipping. It ends up going over an inch, and they get this $33.70 surcharge. So they're down like $45 on shipping. And then for whatever reason, the buyer doesn't want it. They want to do a return. They put in item not as described. Even if you have returns off, you're forced to take a return on those. So then you have to pay another $45 to get the baseball bat back, or you can just tell the buyer to keep it. So you could be down close to $100 or more just trying to sell a baseball bat, where you're just trying to make a quick $20, which you'd never make $20 anyway, because after fees and everything, you're closer to about $12. But it's the same with reselling small items, things that aren't worth it, getting things for free and selling them where you think it's going to be great profit, but then you're hit with these extra charges, you're hit with returns. It's risky. There are some risk in it, where on an individual item you can lose money. Now, for someone like me who's selling thousands of items a year, of course, I'm going to get those items mixed in where I just lose money on the item because of this kind of stuff. It's a tax write-off. I'll write off the $33.70 and move on. I don't know if it's worth contacting FedEx at this point. It is what it is. I mean, if I was off by an inch or two on my measurements, it's just, it is my fault because they do have their prices set and I didn't have to ship with FedEx. But let me know in the comments, everybody, if you've been hit with any of these. I know there's a lot of people new to shipping. There's a lot of people that tell me that shipping is the biggest obstacle into getting into reselling. Like I mentioned before, I have a shipping video if you'd like some more information. I also have some other dangers you can look for when selling on eBay. Made a video, I think it's titled, Why You're Going to Hate Selling on eBay. Sounds very negative, but it's meant to be positive. All these challenges you can overcome. It's just warnings on things you should look out for. But if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.